Lord Ghislain, sir. Another village has succumbed.
Then you know what must be done. Gather them into the holding pens, the fit and the infirm alike. Both will be of use to us.
Is that wise in this downpour, sir? Some of the inhabitants have grown quite frail.
The march of progress ever demands new feet to walk it. There can be no tests without subjects, and those unwilling to sacrifice will never know the sublime beauty of discovery.
I assure you, I wouldn't complain were a few pitiful souls to perish in transit either.
Sir Baltro.
Come to glean more corpses, have you? Take what you will. We've enough rotting flesh to satisfy even your ravenous want for death. Though, not for long, perhaps. This may be the final slew I'm able to offer.
And the experiments are proving successful.
That's not for you to know. Now, have you come to collect? Or do you simply wish to interrogate us instead?
Neither. Those who defy Zenoira's rule draw close to your lands. His Majesty would see them tossed like all the rest upon your mountains of carrion.
The rebels? Here? No. I've come too far to let my work fall unfinished.
You've little need to worry. My men are yours to command in the battle ahead.
A welcome gift, and one I'll gladly accept. Tatiana, stay here and ensure the experiments continue as scheduled.
Yes, my lord.
Guards, rally the defenses. We depart anon.
Ghislain has completed the cure, has he? It was only a matter of time, but with all the vital support I've thrown at his back.
Your hubris knows no bounds, wretch. One as revolting as you is unfit to stand in the company of Lord Ghislain. Only by his word have I let your presence go unimpeded. Now go. Gather the dead and be quit of this manor before you drain my patience any further.
Brook no interference, rebel curs. All my work to curb Death's march, only to perish in his modest hands.
I presume you're the ghastly lord responsible for this plague and its death-strewn offensive.
You would accuse me of diffusing such evil through my own lands? Me, who at last stands on the precipice of seeing it eradicated once and for all? A shame. I'd hoped to welcome the occasion myself one day. But I suppose that honor falls to Tatiana now. At long last, my love, I come to join you once more.
Another corpse for the pile, huh?
What?
A fortuitous thing, that. Were his cure made manifest, all my hard work spreading this pestilence would be for naught.
Get back here! Your villainy ends here.
I'm here too.
I'll preserve this place and our research with my very life. Forgive me, my lord. Lord Ghislain, how could you take him from me?
What have you found?
Horrors taking form, my prince. The jail is rife with corpses of the townsfolk in every which corner.
Likely victims of the plague. Tell our men to stay well clear of its walls.
But of course.
Rumors speak of your lord using his own people for dark experiments into the plague that sweeps this land. What say you?
That you're a band of benighted fools if you believe such tripe.
Come on, Elaine. There's only one way to find out what he was up to. We've got to search the manor.
You won't disturb Lord Ghislain's research. Not while I still draw breath.
Then perhaps you'd be willing to serve as our guide instead. Tell us everything that's transpired here, Tatiana. Please.
This manor is where Lord Ghislain conducted his research.
You know, I was expecting some kind of horrible monster under that mask. Turns out you're just a regular girl.
It was years ago that this horrific illness first emerged, swept through our populace like the fiercest wildfire. Lord Ghislain's wife was among the victims. He was never quite the same after that. So intense was his contempt for the plague, he made it his sole mission in life to find the cure. Even if it meant enlisting the services of a monstrous necromancer.
And thus, Ghislain victimized his own people for his experiments, then proffered their vacant bodies before this necromancer.
You misjudge him. My lord studied every method, every medicine in his quest to rid the world of this plague. Absent a clear answer, he had little choice but to craft hypotheses and pursue them to their natural conclusions. No solution could be discarded without explicit proof of its faults, nor could any be affirmed as truly effective.
Such excuses are lost on the dead.
Their sacrifices were not in vain.
You imply he found a cure?
Not completely. The texts he was given were rife with half-truths and outright lies alike. But the seed is there, and it can grow if you only let me water it. Please, the answer is finally within arm's reach.
A cure would be most welcome indeed, were this disease to befall our army. Though, should it mean allowing such ignominious research to continue unabated? What say you, my prince?
You have my trust, Tatiana. Take up the duty Ghislain held so dear and see it through to the very end.
What about the rumors? Buying into this thing's not gonna reflect on us too good.
We meet them head on. As long as the sick are treated with dignity and honor, that tide will turn. In the end, these studies are meant to benefit all who call Fevrith home. If he was even half the man you claim, That was Lord Ghislain's intention from the very beginning.
Am I to face no sentence?
Our enemy here is Zenoira, not you.
You only mean to shackle me in their stead.
The Liberation exists to grant freedom, not oppress the downtrodden further.
In that case, I'd like to exercise my freedom to join you on that journey.
What about your cure?
To be candid with you, it's almost finished. Enough so that I needn't stay here myself. My men should be more than capable of handling the rest. As for me, I'll take this opportunity to walk beside the man who robbed this world of Lord Ghislain's grace, to see what ideals he chooses to fight, and ultimately to die for. And, when that moment inevitably arrives, to be the one to sound the death knell myself.
Come on, only an idiot would let you...
Very well then.
Should have known that was coming.
Be warned, you may be awaiting my death a great many years. That, and you'll be expected to earn your keep in the meantime. Welcome to the Liberation, Tatiana. These experiments of yours are no guaranteed success, and I'd hesitate to sanction them even if they were. They end here. The only option that remains now is to somehow contain the disease to these lands alone. The afflicted are not to leave their homes under any circumstances, and arrange for rations and other necessities to be delivered to those under quarantine.
As you command, my prince.
You've crushed the life out of Lord Ghislain's ideals, just as you did to the noble man himself. Tell me, what ideals do you fight for? And what ideals will you ultimately die for?
That's for the heavens alone to know. Now, I expect you'd rather not see your lord's research come to nothing. Gather your data. I will find one capable of making sense of its pronouncements, I assure you.
And claim the glory for yourself?
Glory is a hollow pursuit in matters of life and death. I merely wish to put an end to this plague, and I wish to do so by the proper means.
Almost all of Cornia's lands stand liberated by our blade, Your Highness. We've bolstered our ranks greater than I thought possible. 'Tis more than sufficient for the task at hand, I dare say.
Which means...
Yes, the time has come to take Scarlet back.
You give the word, and we'll see it done.
Hold out just a little longer, Scarlet.